exciting time for our athletic department, especially men's basketball. Last season with 23 wins was exciting times for us, and now we're in a new direction with our new coach, Chris Wright.
I want to thank everyone for being here today and taking time out of your day to come support us, but obviously our program as well. I'm extremely excited to be here. Our players this year, they're going to find out that I'm a real big quote guy. They'll come into the locker room quite a few times, and they'll have random quotes that I'll make them really think about and talk about. And perhaps, one of my favorite quotes, of all time is by the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. He said, "Dream big dreams, because only big dreams have the power to move men's souls." And that's what we're going to do here with our program here at CBC. I expect us to win, 20 games every single season. Coach Sullivan did an unbelievable job with this program. Like Coach said, he won 23 games last year. Him and I became real good friends through this process. He poured a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this program, and so I look forward to carrying that on. But I don't just want to win, 20 games a season. I want to win conference championships, and I want us to win national championships as well. This isn't just for fun. I expect us to win and to win at a big level. Our players will hear me say all the time that I don't want to be around average. You can go out into the world and you can see average in just about every walk of life, and you can see mediocrity, and that's not me. I've been real fortunate to be at some great places and some places that have never won before we got there, and I've averaged 22 wins a season, and so we will win here. I can promise you that. But we'll also win in a way that that really glorifies God and that makes all of you proud to be a part of. We're going to pour into the lives of our players, and I feel like that's my number one job as a head coach is to, develop the young men that come under my leadership. And sometimes that's tough love, and it's not always fun. But I know a lot of coaches out there that let their players get away with a lot of things, and that's not me. I'm going to be really hard on these guys, and I'm going to love them. They're going to learn how to be from simple things, to be on time. Because when they get out into the real world, right, if you don't show up on time, you're not going to have a job, right? They're going to learn how to be respecters of people, and especially authority, because that's something that wherever they go after they leave Central Baptist College that they're going to, really need to learn how to do. And then lastly, they're going to learn how to be unselfish. They're going to learn how to be a part of something, bigger than themselves. And I tell players that play for me all the time, I look in my life and areas that I failed, and I think the greatest lesson that we can teach young people is how to be unselfish. And so we're going to give back to the community. We're going to give back to our teammates. We want to get, good people that want to graduate. I myself was, the first person, in my family to graduate with a college degree. And obviously without it, I never would have had or been afforded the opportunities that I've had. And so I'm very passionate about, getting young men here that want to not only succeed athletically, but also academically, and be good members of our community. And hey, and I get it, right? Dealing with 18 to 23-year-olds, right? They're going to make mistakes. In the same way that I know I'm going to make a lot of mistakes as a head coach. But we're going to love them through those mistakes, and we're going to have a standard of excellence that, that every one of them is going to, uphold. Just from a basketball standpoint here at Central Baptist College, and, a lot of people ask me, well, how do you plan to be successful on the floor? And I'm a guy, I get it. It starts with our players. I'm all about our players. I tell people all the time that I've never seen a jockey carry a horse across the finish line. Right? It doesn't matter how good of a coach you are or how good of a coach you think you are. If you don't have high-level student athletes, you won't be successful. And so a great deal of resources, that we're allocated within our program is going to be, spent on recruiting high-level student athletes that are good basketball players but good people.
Chris, share with them the conversation we had about your connection with your players once they are done with basketball and their education.
It's been amazing since I accepted this job here a few days ago. Just how many phone calls I've got and texts from past and even current players. And so that's something it's very humbling and really touches me. I've been blessed to be in a lot of our past players' weddings, to get invited to just special occasions in their lives. And so I think that's evidence of, the emphasis that we place on just relationships. It's all about the people. It's really empty if you have a great season and win, 25, 28 games, but you don't care about the person next to you. And so the culture that, that we're going to create here is going to be based a lot on love. And again, sometimes that love's not, it's not easy, right? I think if you love someone, you hold them accountable. You expect the best out of them. I have a saying that I heard a long time ago in coaching that's always, really stuck with me. Your players will rise to the level of expectations, and then they'll fall to the level of tolerance. So as a coach, I think you get what you tolerate. And so, we're gonna love our guys, and I always tell our guys, like, fellas, there's gonna be days you're not gonna like me, and that's okay, right? 'Cause there's probably gonna be days I'm not gonna like you either. But at the end of the day, we're gonna love each other, right? We're gonna have the same goals and the same vision, and we're all gonna be on the same page.